All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Swain Baddie League. I am AJS0. Joining you today is a good daylight savings joke to win all over all y'all's heads, as well as Thrifty Senpai. Thrifty, how are you?
Doing well, just the classic League of Legends
Shall I
experience,
turn in my
streaming
badge and rifle
experience,
as well?
making things difficult. But this is the production value that we strive to bring you, the viewers. And
Right.
we're wasting no time, as we already have 3 bans through this draft.
Fear is the first of many foes.
I like everything we're seeing so far.
Yeah, Autofill Incorporated, we'll see. Are they going to go 3 for 3 with same bands from last week? They are. But some changes on... No, not changes on the side of WAB yet. We'll see if they also are going to go 3 for 3 with same bands. Remember, this is rematch week, which means we have the same matchups we had last week. So, 7 days ago, Autofill Incorporated kind of smoked this match. And one ban going to change here. Leona going to be dropped for a Lux ban. So...
Well, Leona got banned by autofill this time.
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm Thresh ban. Sorry, the Thresh ban is dropped. I'm looking at the wrong side here.
This is the thing I was talking about. I really am excited to see. Okay, and I was about to say, wow, they immediately went to that. We've seen Oksha only play the Lux. He's not a mid main, so you know what? Ban it, see what else he's got in the pool. And the answer is apparently SBL 6.
Yeah, and the fact that they first picked it, I wonder if that might be a sign. I mean, it's Zig. Like, you could pick Ziggs early, but that might be a sign that the pool doesn't go much deeper if they have to ensure that they're securing Ziggs. So this is I'm curious to see how this goes. Obviously, SBL Ziggs, the plot lines right itself, but I do like this out of the side of WAB. They take the Ezreal, which you might remember you last saw Mr. Tuesday going 17-1 on that pick. So actually using some draft priority to secure some advantage picks.
Yeah. I like the Nocturne. We've seen 30 pick up a game of Nocturne. I think this Volibear is what we're gonna see. He's been playing a lot of the bear lately.
Yeah, this has turned into one of the big picks for autofill. Not surprised there.
No, I mean, Volibear is a meta jungler, has very, very strong dive potential. I mean, that's what you get, right? You have an ult that turns off the enemy towers, makes diving a lot easier. But
5 seconds, so autofill taking this one down to the wire.
Yeah, as we might see.
Oh, Yasuo, Mr. Tuesday on his He's played a few Yasuo games. He's played it against me twice. I know that much. I don't remember if he's played against anybody else.
Yeah, this has been like, yeah, he's the only person in the league, as far as I know, that is like been doing this Yasuo.
As far as I know,
but he is very high on it. They've been picking it in a lot of their games.
They picked Yasuo in the preseason game I played against them, and I mean, I thought he was trolling. I thought he was like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing with the preseason, cool guys. And then like he picked it against me again last week, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I've seen them doing it. They've been doing that in their flex games. I'd like to see a Rel ban here, honestly. Hooker Sets plays it quite a bit. Rel is starting to come back into the meta. Also, Rel is really good against Set. And at this point, like, you've nipped the Bong Crank in the butt. You've dealt with the Garen. You've hidden his hash pipe somewhere. He's gonna have to go find it. So I would very much like to see a double ban here on Cal.
Yeah, we'll see. No, but it's gonna be Malphite.
SBL Malphite ban. I can respect that as well because Malphite Yasuo is like free, but I'd be worried about the Rel coming in to team fights.
Yeah, that might just be something that's not on a lot of people's radar. You know, Rel, basically since the first like 2 months she's been out, probably a champion that not a lot of people have thought about a lot. And so if you haven't played a lot of practice games, like there might be no one on the team that maybe knows what you know.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you have a lot of experience against it, or like if you haven't been watching like Cal's radar, right? If you haven't been paying attention that Cal's been playing the Rel as well, you might miss that. But it is something that is very good against your team and very good for their team, which is always kind of a terrifying pick.
Yeah, one thing I would add on this, so Malphite is a repeat ban from last week, so clearly something that's WAB does not want to deal with.
I
And
like
they
that
are
Morgana pick. That's flexible. Like, we've seen Blab played in the mid to a middling effect, but, like, that could go support as well.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. My gut tells me I think the last pick has to be a damage dealer. Whether you're gonna go for like a Zyra kind of support that can pump out some extra deeps, or Blab is gonna play a late game carry team fighter. I think they probably need a little more damage on that team.
Yeah, I am inclined to agree. I think they could get away with having another tanky person, honestly. Like, the Volibear will be very tough. It depends on what Cal picks here, but if he doesn't pick a tank support, like, the Volibear is very scary. But yep, there we go.
Oh.
There's the Rel. Okay, so yeah, I
You
do want
called
them to
it,
pick
man.
it. Yeah.
See, this is the kind of thing where if you told me in a draft, like if we were WAB and we were 3 picks, and you're like, he's gonna pick Rel, you gotta trust me. I'd be like, he's gonna fucking what now? And then he would have done it, and I would have been so angry. There's no way it's Bard. He's just trolling because I asked him to pick Bard. But Renai is not a bad enough dude to play Bard mid.
Nah, not a chance.
No, give me Lissandra.
Okay,
Alright,
so yeah, that brings some more damage. Lower damage mid overall, but I actually, like I said, they don't need a ton of damage on this comp. Everyone, like, all these champions can do a fair amount of damage on their own, and they don't really have, like, anyone that's, like, insanely beefy that they have to deal with, like, kind of Juggernaut style. But it's something that's really good at going forward and also good at just keeping that Yasuo still.
And we do like keeping that Yasuo still.
Yeah, I think that's, like, I imagine that's a totally fine, like, that's a totally fine matchup in mid. Like, Ziggs is kind of like an equalizer champ. He just, any matchup that he doesn't like, he can just wave clear against. But, like, Lissandra has decent wave clear, so you can match that. And I'd say better roam potential. Like, your wave clear's a little slower, but lot of CC. Also, Lissandra with Nocturne is gross.
Yeah, I like the plays there. But Tim, we screwed up last week. We forgot to commit to the bit. Not letting it happen again.
Oh.
There's 250 on this spectator delay. We're not talking about this draft until we get in game.
All right.
And you know, I had something great to talk about.
Oh yeah.
About 10 picks ago.
Let's hear it. Hit me.
No, it's gone. I lost it. Like I shit my pants here, dude. I don't know.
Wait.
It was a brilliant 3-minute time waste, and I forgot it. I
I
fucking forgot it.
I'm not sure. Are you actually forgetting it, or are you saying that you shitting your pants was a 3-minute time waste? Like, do I need to stall for you to go change, or
No, if I
Okay.
shit my pants, I'm dude, come on, I'm a professional.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
okay,
folks,
good.
you need to know is every caster has shit their pants on air before.
Yeah, dude, every one of us
Every
is
real
diapers.
caster.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
all have
every real
diapers.
caster.
And
That's how you know. You ever at a party? You're trying to pick a cute little boy up. You want him to show you his wet ass, you know, and he tells you he's never shit his pants on air. GG, go next.
GG, go next, he says. You know what? Whatever gets you there, man. Whatever gets you
We
there.
spent enough time on poop. Anyways, so League of Legends. I hate this game.
I love this game.
You know, Wang said something really brilliant last week about how, like, the worst case scenario for our team is that the SBL never comes back. And now I'm starting to think, like, what if he had it flipped, though? Like, what if we win the SBL and then the SBL never comes back? You know, I'm salivating at the idea of being the reigning champion for the rest of my life.
That is true. But there's no way we could have the last SBL be one that has you and me winning it, and Wes winning it.
It wouldn't be a big, I mean, yeah, some of those aren't big deals. Like, you've won before. Act like you've been here before, okay?
Yeah, no. It's just,
Me and Salvo.
I know there's
It could be me and Salvo finally get that dub, and then the only people that never won that played a lot of times would be Cruise Master and 30.
Yeah. Oh my god. It is crazy to think that 30 hasn't won one actually. Like, whereas like it's supposed to like you're thinking like
as
VOL.
opposed to like me because he's a good player. Unlike me, is that what you're saying?
No, like
it's
more...
crazy the 30's never won one, but I obviously should have. Fuck you, Tim.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, there we go. Sure, I'll say that. You know what? Why not? If you wanna make me sound antagonizing, why not? I'll be antagonizing. No, it's so funny to think where it's like he is like the super decorated you know, baddie Overwatch League, baddie Valorant League, like 30 FPS is like just boom. And then it's like League though, and you're just like, nah, man, 30's never won.
Yeah, no, 30 is number one. I'm sure some people in the chat probably actually surprised about it because he doesn't have the legacy like I do. Like everyone is very aware that I never won the SBL.
I think that's because you're
7
very
times.
like it's very prolific, and also like you might be one of the people like that a lot of people enjoy antagonizing or being antagonized by.
I say I'm here to play the game. Do you think spectator's gonna work this time?
Oh hell no.
I got a black screen on the load screen. Now I'm loading fine, but for a split second there, I just got a black screen on the
I'm
load
still
screen
on
and
black screen.
we'll be good. It'll fix it. It'll work out. I'm at 0% on this load screen, so we'll give this a sec.
Yeah, we're sitting in black screen. We will give it a sec and really hope. Okay, there we go.
Still at 0% though. This is okay. We're not talking about this game until we get in the game.
Nope,
that was
not at
the
all.
rule. Oh, I'm in game. Never mind.
Holy crap!
I'm cleared.
We went straight 0 to 100.
Yeah, that's a first.
Yeah, hold on. If you want to pause real fast though, for some reason the stream is not picking it up, which I don't understand why.
Yeah, we'll give you a chance to technically troubleshoot.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
But folks, daylight savings did this too.
Is it?
I mean, I hope not. It was the last daylight savings time of our whole lives.
Dude, I hope, man. Okay, there we go. We're good to go. I'm gonna start playing in 3, 2.
What's your game time?
008. You want me to go to?
Just start playing. Count me up.
All right, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And
I was
what?
19, 20, 21,
Beautiful.
22.
We are
Perfect.
synced. We are alive.
I was at 17. Get off the manual camera game. Directed camera. You are my friend. Oh, remember Control Shift Z.
Oh yeah, this thing is hot. Look at this.
And I go out like 4 ticks.
Yeah.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, just give a little extra, a little extra viewing.
Yeah, helps with those team fights when you got that fat ass honky down there in the middle of your screen blocking a lot of game.
Oh yeah, that thing blocks a ton of game.
Who's got the fattest ass in this game? It's probably Yasuo, right?
Oh man, you know what?
Oh wait, no, it's Set. Set's got
Set. Oh yeah.
Year of the Dumpy. He's like fucking the front of the calendar.
Oh yeah, dude. He's he's built. That Set is built different.
All right, so one matchup I really want to focus on that we didn't get a chance to talk about, but I was talking about with my team is we prepared to play this team. You weren't there.
Cool.
I want to see what Boncrank does off the Garen. I know we don't want to harp on, players who go for $0 and 0 cents or $0 and 25 cents a lot, but some of them are Boncrank who will hit you with the fucking berate me, Swift. I can take it. I want to take it.
I was saying,
weird kinky shit.
I was like, going back to what I was saying. Some people love to be berated by you, and the two people I think of are Boncrank and Dub Drum. Gluttons for punishment. Those two.
Yeah, I'm curious to see because I think a lot of people are starting to get clued in on Boncrank having kind of a level difference between his Garen and the rest of the champs. And with Wukong, you have a lot of tools to play that character creatively, and that can be a bad thing if you're playing poorly.
Yeah, I would say it can be really, really great where you're finding new and creative ways to force ganks, make team fights, all sorts of plays, but also new creative ways to die are not good.
It is worth stating, Boncrank did play Wukong in this matchup last week. He went 0-2-6, and I was literally looking at the stats during the draft, and I forgot he played Wukong last week. So that's how much of a non-factor he was, but it didn't matter because his bot lane popped off so hard.
Yeah, I think that for that game, he just sat there and had a good time. He didn't need to be making plays that game, right? He was just there. He existed, and that was fine.
Here is Resquect. Just missed that cannon creep a second ago. Man, he missed like a full wait, am I miscounting?
Yeah.
Never mind. He's got basically perfect CS. No.
Well, no. He's missed a whole. He's missed 7 CS.
Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Just disregard me, folks.
Which is crazy because like Mr. Tuesday actually is ahead on farm, like per wave status. And hasn't popped his health pot either. Like I would think that maybe like if you missed that much, you would have done a lot of harass. So things are looking good to start off for this Yasuo bot lane.
Yeah, bot lane should be really. This is the kind of lane where like if Camera just was parked down here, there's a lot of like nuance to how this matchup's gonna go. Like they're not the really belligerently aggressive support picks. They're both. Yeah. A lot to analyze there in the bot lane.
Yeah, I would say like
and we're probably gonna miss a lot of the context before plays actually happen.
Which is really unfortunate, but like that's just how it goes. Like that's part of like it's really interesting. It's just so much because of the Rel Yasuo combo, right? Like Yasuo changes how the bot lane's played, and like Rel kind of also does in a similar way. Where oh my goodness.
Yeah, beautiful jump in there. Hook resets. There's a lot of damage against the kind of fastest one. Has the flash defensively and pulls the heal out of respect. Hook resets, walking out with a lot of his health. And Mr. Tuesday, he can maybe play forward here. Gonna go eat a fucking binding from Morgana, but he's still putting some good damage against Ezreal. Ezreal does have, there it is. Gonna have to pop the flash there. Awesome back-to-back trades.
Yeah.
From the auto-filled bot lane.
That is so big. I was just about to say where if Rel forces trades early on in lane, they have to be ones where your team is confident with going all the way in, because Rel, like, doesn't go out. Yeah, you don't go out very quickly. It's not like Leona where you can like EQ and like W and walk it out.
I love this, and we do see maybe a fight breaking out here around the mid lane. Some damage sticking onto Hook resets. Renai Circulation gonna take that in, and they're putting a lot of damage on Cal, who's now running into the enemy jungle, trying to bait movement out. Flashes, doesn't accomplish much. Now, first blood onto Renai. This is not over. This is a beautiful snare. Double kill for Lissandra. And just like that, I want to talk about the nuance and the small wins and how well Hook resets and Mr. Tuesday are doing it. And then they throw that all straight into the trash bin.
Yeah, double kill on Lissandra, like, that and Nocturne are probably like the two worst champs to have an early lead here, because the thing is, like, if Lissandra gets to a certain point, she stops being a control mage and actually just becomes an assassin with a point click stun if you're far enough ahead. And you don't want that, right? Like, if Lissandra's far enough ahead, she can just E forward, and then Ziggs has to run away from lane from the E every time, because if she takes it, she R's him and kills him.
Be a chance of redemption here. A beautiful win wall. There is no flash available on this Ezreal. He does get knocked off, and the E is, oh, is it? No, it is not going to be enough. And Respect greeting in the bot lane. But we're not done here because 30 and Akja has no mana, so they're not going to chase on this.
Yeah, a wise call to call that off. Like, 30 could have probably kept chasing, but if Wang was in the jungle, and he was, Wang has level advantage on 30, and would probably win that fight. Like, but it's effectively a 1v1 with 2 cannon minions, because like both the mages are
Yeah, this is big for Mr. Tuesday. Not only does he get the kill, obviously, but he gets a huge freeze there, so he's gonna come back quite a bit on gold here as the CS gonna start tilting in his favor finally.
Exactly, and and forces like Respect to come forward. Like the freeze in this lane is so much more than just having the being able to deny minions by pulling the enemy forward. Like, this Yasuo Rel wants to have all the extra room to run down the champions. Like we've seen, like, they're not all ending and just like getting these quick little fights and calling it good. Like, no, they can just keep chasing because that's what Yasuo does.
Yeah, we do see Volibear pathing into this bot lane. I think he's near wards here. Yeah, there's a ward not in the bush but near it. We'll see her. No, they're just pathing out. Never mind.
Yeah, size. They did know he was there because the pink came down. So that pink in the try kind of just lets you know where it's like, all right, someone placed that there. Like, jungler's coming soon, right? And speaking of junglers coming soon, we see Wang coming in looking for his
he is level 6 now.
Yeah. Let's say, wait to see if a Morgana bind lands. That could be our go-ahead.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of fear after watching Tuesday just casually wind wall away the last Morgana binding that looked like it was going to be meaningful. And that's going to be, a big part of this lane. Is like, can Tuesday, can he do work with the win wall?
Oh yeah, the wind wall is going to be crucial here. There's so many important things to block from this enemy team. Like you have Morg bindings, Lysandra claws, and
Oh, but yeah, I think this is going to be trouble for Tank, actually. He's going to ult defensively. Never mind, he's in no trouble at all. Set with that fat-ass shield is in a lot of trouble, just like I was saying. And it's going to be a beautiful flash-for-flash play.
Man, that was really good for Ballcrank at first, where he forced the flash out of set. Think there was a bit of panic after that when he realized he was taking a tower shot. I'm fairly certain he could have just taken the tower shot and walked away. Didn't have to flash out there, but...
Yeah, probably, but I think he meant to not go in tower range in the first place, and he mistakenly did, and the rest is history.
Yeah, and you know what? That's fine. Like, that's at least it was a neutral trade, right? It was flash for flash. Didn't want to get hit by the set showstopper, right?
Wang, he does love these early dragons, so he may not want to go alt top while the dragon's available. I'm curious to see what his pathing looks like here.
Yeah, his pathing is setting him up for a really clean alt top, though. Right, like, Wukong just got TP. Like, Wukong just burned TP, the wave's frozen, he's getting red buff. Everything points up to this gang top.
Man, I'm just watching this game like we're fucking 10 minutes in. Neither jungler's ganked yet. And I'm like, I really picked off roll this season, huh? I love farming for 10 minutes. I don't want to gank.
Well, we might be seeing our first gank of the game here. It is going to get scouted out by this pink ward, but Ballcrank is pretty far up.
Who needs wards when you can not look at your mini? Oh, Ballcrank with the beautiful bait! He doesn't pop into stealth farm. He just stands there and pretends. Now we'll see. Can he juke out on this one? They're not going to fool me twice, though. And there's going to be a set ult towards his tower. Secures the kill. Now, this could be a collapse here. The watch Blab on your minimap. He has a chance here. And Aksha taking some aggressive pathing. That's a mistake. And now here we go. Darkness coming in. Aksha with a huge mistake. Cost him his life, and Nocturne is on the board.
Yeah, that'll be Herald.
Yeah, and the big thing, they can't trade Herald for Dragon. 30 is on that side of the map right now. He's doing his blue buff currently. He cannot go big for big here that you would hope to when a play like that happens.
Yeah, that worked out excellently for WAB. And
I wonder,
oh man,
did Hibbs just not think Blab was going to take the hook there? Because he had flash available. He must have thought Lysandra wasn't going to go in there.
He either thought it or he just did not respect it. And time for tower dive, though.
Yeah, there's Respect going to try to outplay with the flash, but a flash, traded for a flash. Tuesday going to get a nice ult there, but Respect is going to be able to walk out with his life, and that's a huge outplay by the Ezreal.
Yeah, they did force flash and heal there, but he did make it out with his life, which is gigantic.
Yeah, you love to see it. Unless you're on the other team.
Yeah. I didn't see if Rel burnt flash there or not.
Oh yeah, because
he's got Hex Flash, but
yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was up or not. Because if Rel didn't burn Flash, they're still super happy with that, right?
I want to say that was actual Flash, but
yeah, if that's actual Flash, that's a bit of a bummer. Rel having Flash is just a really powerful engage tool.
Also here, Renai going to have to go defensively, but Aksha, going to knock him away. That could be pretty important here. And Renai going to use the ult defensively, but he is still deader than fuck here. No, he's trying to flash out, but he's put some damage down before he died. Now, Best is one gets a big flank in here. Going to pop this Hourglass. Now it's a 1-for-1, and I think it's autofill being forced upon right now. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of WAB. No, 2-for-2 currently. But still, wet-ass Bussy pushing forward here. Low health bars, but I think Best one needs to be kind of scared here. But no, he's playing Juke City. Beautiful snare onto the Ziggs, and Aksha with his second death. 3-for-2 in favor of WAB.
Wow, that fight was all over the place. I actually, oh my god,
that was a wild fight.
That was a wild fight. I can't believe Renai didn't flash earlier though. Like he didn't flash until after the ult. And I guess he just felt safe. But wow, that was an absolutely wild fight. Shutdown on Renai though is going to make that fight pretty even overall.
Yeah, man, there was so much going on in that fight. So sometimes casting is harder than like actually just team fighting, because you're trying to look at it from both perspectives, and that was one of those fights where I really wish I had just picked one side to be the main characters and looked at it entirely from their POV.
Yeah, I just tend to have an easier time with doing that. Like for me personally, that's just kind of like my cast. I will pick like a team to be they're the heroes for this fight, and I just pick them as they're going.
30 does get the smite out of this dragon, but I don't know if we're done here. Renai Circulation has to take out. Oh, he's gonna juke hook resets and buy some time, but remember, no flash on this Lissandra. Gonna ult defensively, but his team might be backing him up here. Everyone's kind of playing like in hook resets. Takes way too much damage on the entry. They don't Renai Circulation. He's walking out. He's juking almost everything, but it's not enough. It's a 2-for-1 in favor of WAB, and now My Wang ulting forward. Aksha not gonna make it over the wall. It's a 3-4-1. Huge fight from WAB.
Oh, so yeah. Oh my God, that started off so well. Oh, but Boncraig strikes back, picking up the solo bolo.
That's my son up there in the top lane. And I do thank you to Civvy Beard in Twitch chat for pointing this out before I noticed. Did you look at Ezreal's items recently?
I did. Yeah, he's got 2 Caulfields.
Don't see that a ton.
No, I'm not super certain where like I noticed that, and there just wasn't. There's been so many fights I didn't have a chance to really bring it up. I like at least from what I noticed it, I probably didn't. I didn't catch it right when he bought it. But if I remember right, Caulfield's built into Essence Reaver as well.
Yeah, no, it's gonna build into both of his items. So I'm wondering if he wasn't able to complete a spike and he wanted to just opt for more raw stats. My gut tells me it was intentional.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel like that's something that you do unintentionally. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, then because he can do that, or he can build a Trinity Force, depending on what we see.
Yeah, I think the Essence Reaver is typical for Easy Real.
Yeah, he's got so many build options, but yeah, it's like you could probably see like something like Essence Reaver into like Ludens or.
You couldn't let him do that, Wang? You're 3-1. What are you scared of? Yeah, that's right. You're my Wang. Legendary member of Team Swain. You ain't scared of shit, but maybe you should have been, because my Wang gonna completely overcommit it. Oh, beautiful footwork. Gonna make it out of the Sigil. Gonna make it out alive, but he loses his support in the process. And now Respect trying to get some poke damage out. Here comes Renai. I think he's gonna take this. Yes, he is. He's gonna look for Mr. Tuesday, going for the secured kill. It's a 1-for-1.
Yeah. Yeah, spoilers by the way, Lissandra has hit that point where she's just got the point click delete. If you didn't notice that, this is exactly what I was talking about, where like, he's 5-2, he went for the Ludens build, which I really like here. Fuck the Everfrost, like you got kills early, you're here, like they have a squishy ass Ziggs and Yasuo. Delete.
Yeah, I like this as well. And this goes back to, something you said in draft that we haven't really had a chance to follow up on, but Blab, somebody who, especially if he gets rolling, knows how to make plays with his roaming pressure, and you're kind of seeing the level difference between him and Akja in the mid lane.
Yeah, I think it's very apparent. And Salvo from the chat pointing out a really good point. Warhammer doesn't build into Triforce actually. It's Sunder. Which makes way more sense, and I just didn't think about that. But yeah, Divine Sunderer is the Sheen item of choice.
No, Ezreal builds Essence Reaver.
No. But I said over Triforce. Yeah.
No, he's Dragon. I don't play Triforce champs, dude. I don't.
Yeah, it's been a decent. It's been a minute since I've built a Triforce.
You hear Dragon and Rift Herald both about to spawn here. Oh my man, you don't have objective timers on stream.
Oh.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. You know what?
Shelly up first. We got a minute left on this dragon spawn. As tank axe, goodbye. Don't flash, just die.
That is a lot of CC on him. He lives for a remarkable amount of time. Whole breaker set, man. Yeah, the important thing is he picked up the whole breaker here, so we're gonna see tank axe in side lanes all day. Like that's his job. He wants to be splitting.
Does secure a Rift Herald for Autofill Incorporated.
Yeah, second Rift Herald, not as big of a deal.
Tank X is up in time, though, to get... he has his teleport available, so he has however he wants to get towards this dragon, which we see a lot of control on the bottom side of the map by WAB right now.
Oh, so yeah, I like this push. They know that they're doing Herald, so they just go, you know what, we're just going to shortcut. We're just going to go ahead and take ourselves a tower. They put a lot of effort here. Mr. Tuesday wisely scouting that out, though. Senses that he's in a lot of danger and just backs up to tier 2.
Here, WAB does kind of need to respect this push in the mid lane. I mean, not a ton, because that tower hasn't taken any hits yet.
No.
And actually, bot, they're going to keep crashing this. And
They're taking this
that's
tower.
actually, yeah.
They're trading this for tier 1 bot, but they also get Dragon.
They have to be careful, though, because if
to
they have to reset to eventually answer Shelly, or they will out-lose on this trade. So
No, they have. That's what Tangax is there for.
But they're not pushing. 30, I think, is making a mistake to recall here. I think they could have tried to force more.
I don't think they would have, because like they only had, so it's a 2 of them. They can't dive the set. Like he's got Showstopper.
No, but I mean, you could have gone hard on him to at least walk that Shelly up. But oh no, they're gonna just let him go up, and I think they could have got Shelly to crash there.
Yeah, they could have. I think with oh, wow, that was a clutch flash from Oksha. There's not a lot of time during that cast animation for the Frozen 2.
Yeah, but that does open up some beautiful pressure there for WAB. They take another tier 1 tower here. It's going to put them about 4,000 gold in the lead as we approach the 20-minute mark.
Yep. Yeah, what has just been pretty much since that first scrap in the jungle, it's just been a solid lead for WAB that's just been slowly growing as the game goes on. Autofill's not like just laying down and taking it by any means, right? There's definitely striking back here and there, but this lead is just ever so slightly just been growing continually in the favor.
Yeah, and I really like where the power is on this team. It's Respect has been a part of everything, and Blab is big.
Ziggs just bought a tier at 20 minutes.
Well, you know, he's playing for late game.
That's some late game.
The SBL, no one closes
like
these games out on time.
Oh, man.
He's just preparing to go play SBL Ziggs.
He is,
And
yeah.
a lot of damage going over the wall here. Blab has to ult defensively, and be careful. This teleport out Tinkax actually came out kind of late here. Now Set is going to be kind of in no man's land, but he's putting out so much damage here. Ult's pretty offensively here. Respect, though, he does take a lot of damage. Now Wang finally able to get in with his ult. They're going to go for Blanc, take the easy kill, but it's only 1 kill out of a lot committed.
For both teams, though, like, from what it looked like it was just...
I think that setup, with better execution from WAB, I think they get like 3 kills or 4 kills there.
I think so. I think that is true. But like, I'm impressed that only 1 person died out of that from like either team.
Yeah, that was
there was a
wild.
lot committed there for only one man leaving.
All right, so we are in a weird game state here. So we're gonna see. It looks like maybe gonna see the side laning coming out on both sides here by WAB. Or Blab's gonna reset.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to do right now. There's 2.5 minutes on Dragon. Like, Outer's picked up. But, oh, we have hit, yep, 6K, 20 minutes. All right, we got some objective bounties, though. And Blab continuing onwards for his deletion build. Picks up Shadow Flame here. He's doing true damage to everyone on Autofill Incorporated besides the Volibear and Rel now. Like,
one player I want to talk about a bit. We might not have a chance here. This could be a fight. No, just kidding.
yeah, you got time. You got time.
30. What has he done this game?
He got River Dragon, Ocean Dragon.
Like, he's been there some of the time for some objective
and
stuff.
He ganked top and crashed with Herald.
Yeah, this has felt like a really, I don't know, kind of anonymous game out of him. I feel like Wang has been by far the superior jungler this game.
Yeah, Wang has had so much more pressure. I feel like 30's been reacting a lot, and Wang's just been very proactive this game. And they kind of follows the mid. I wonder how much of that is also the mid, because I felt like Lysandre's also been very proactive, and Oksha has been more passive.
Yeah, could be.
So that's one of those things where it could be really weird, like for both mid and jungle, where if like you're like kind of almost your own duo lane as well, where like it can be tough to get a lot of pressure in.
Oh, and Oakja not going to have time to react. That one a 5th kill of the game for my wing, and they might not be done. They will be done here, just like I was saying. 1-0 for Blabby's Wabbies.
Blabby's Wabbies.
That's their new team name, by the way.
That's like, I like it. I like it.
That's better than the real one. Alright, so we got about 15 seconds here till the dragon respawns.
Yeah, Oakshaw
it's
will
only
be...
this.
Yeah, second dragon.
There's a lot of members on far side of the map, though.
No, I think this is good.
In the top lane.
Like, they don't want to commit this 4v5, right? Like, they're down, you don't want to 4v5, so, like, pick this guy who's split pushing.
And this is a mistake for Tank Axe. Yeah, no, you are right here. And I was just going to say, this is a mistake for Tank Axe. You know your team's about to set for Dragon. Like, you don't need to force anything. And actually, he's going to flash.
What?
Oh, my God. Set.
Wait, they all had flash. Everyone but
Set.
Hooker says had flash. Where was the
Set.
commit?
They didn't want to commit their flashes just to kill the shitty side laner. I don't know. I don't necessarily blame them. They want to save the flashes for you know, a bigger fish to be caught out of the sea at some point. But wow, I didn't expect Seth to just ult and walk out of that one with the
That
splash.
was, yeah.
That man, he's a dumb champ. For what it's worth, Bonkrank does get a tower down in the bot lane. It's objective bounty claimed.
Yeah, that's
And
a fast
Yasuo is
trade.
getting some nice pressure top lane. Actually, I like this. Not the recall out of Tank X, though. I guess he's going to answer the push. But
Yeah.
This is very diveable. Lissandra, yeah, I love that claw. Zeg is going to ult, though, and that actually, I think, is going to stop this push.
Yeah, I mean, it deletes the wave, and if the fact that it hit multiple members just puts some health bars a little lower than where you'd want. Maybe it'd be a bit different if Renai had Zonia's available in addition to ult, but...
Gold, still about a 6,000 gold lead in favor.
Yeah, I mean, that makes
Blabby's
sense,
Wabbies.
right, with what we saw. They were about 6k before this, like when objective values come up. They took bot
Yeah.
like, they lost a kill, and which was with assist gold, and then they lost wave prio for what eventually ended up being them getting the objective bounty on the tower. So like, it makes sense that like not too much gold has changed. I think the interesting thing here is that we see like Blab pushing up like low in the bottom. Okay, yeah, there we go. He's gonna take a recall now, or not. Found some plants. Doesn't want to spend his 1k. I'm surprised that he doesn't want to try and go back right now because he's probably got gold for Zonia's, and there's not really anything else going in on the map.
Maybe he's a little shy.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
thinking.
feel like Zonia is a pretty big break point. You got to assume that he
Yeah,
would
no,
be going
exactly.
for it. But so he's gonna just go get some pot shots on the mid tower, and we do see Blabby's Wabbies trying to get some kind of pressure on the Baron side of the map.
I mean, they are taking top camps, right? Wang is claiming this jungle as his own.
Yeah, I like this. This is, you know, it's just slow and methodical. They're playing the vision game here. They're not in a rush.
No, they don't really have anything they need to be in a rush for. Renai's going to be able to pick up this tower off of some interesting rotations. He's going to be caught out.
Yeah, so Blab dies there. Bonkrank is committing his teleport on the side. Oh, catches the best one roaming down. The best one. He's going to flash the wall here. Barely. They said, oh, 30. No, I told you you were anonymous, but he gets bailed out by the SBL 6.
Wow, and a great turn of events, though. Blab getting caught out and not being able to do anything at all, which
Yeah,
was
now the
which is
question is here,
surprising.
what do they do with this? It's a 0 for 2, but the jungler, my wing, he is still alive. Can they force something at Baron here? It will not be that long until
Oh, they
respawns
totally
happen.
can.
Remember
Respect
there are
just
Hex
8-2
gates
bombs.
available here. Remember how much Tank Axe tanked in a 1v3. He is going to cause some disruption if he goes into this Baron pit. Baron doing the damage. Tank Axe looking at the Slink. Wang getting into darkness range here, and now here come the Hex gates. 5k if this fight extends, and this team, I think they're pulling off. They want to turn on the Tank Axe. Wang is kind of kiting around, but this set is not going to accomplish. Well, actually, does put some big damage out in the back end. Now Wang is going to finally go forward. Respect is big poking here. Everyone is so low. Respect gets one, but he's not able to get more. And his teammates, they are still a ways away here. Respect trying to cut this one out. Gonna get the arcane shift, kiting down on Mr. Tuesday, and now here comes Blab. Here comes the best. This one, Renai Circulation gonna get the kill onto Okja. And
Oh my
Respect going
goodness!
over the wall. Beautiful play from Respect. And they are not done. They're gonna push down the mid lane. It's just a Rel with no health.
It was started off as a 3v5, ends up being a 2-for-4 in favor of WAB. They're going to get this tier 3 mid tower and the inhibitor.
And the inhib. And what was I just saying on the start of that fight? How much Tankax could accomplish when he goes in. I think Wang was surprised. I think he thought his top laner was caught out. And then suddenly he realized how much output the stupid ass set had.
This set,
he was like, oh shit, I better
this
go
was
in.
the most impressive 2-3-1 set I have fucking like, and I've seen it in a long time. Like,
that's just the champ, man. Like he's a dumb boy tank. I love it.
Yeah,
they're gonna get as a consolation prize this
dragon on the way out.
Well, watch it. They haven't recalled yet. They're all sitting on a lot of gold, and yet teleport to the Baron Pit from Autofluid Corporate. This is the right call here. Now we're gonna
starting
see
up
another
right
fight.
away. Respect is sitting on 3k gold that he can't spend for this fight.
Yeah, True Shot gonna scout it out and put some damage down here as we're gonna keep watching the poke away here. That's a lot of damage going on to Mr. Tuesday. That could be really impactful going into this fight. Now here we go. Wang getting kind of split in, and it's going to be
oh my goodness! Renai on the back line.
Blink and you missed it. 0 for 5. Game.
Yeah, pings on the Nexus.
Wet ass Bussy and Autoflow Incorporated gonna split the season series one apiece here. Beautiful game from Blab. I mean, beautiful game from Blab, Wang, and Respect.
Yeah.
Just across the board.
Yeah. Very, very pretty game. Like,
and honestly, a lot good out of Bestas too. Like he really had some very well-timed, productive flanks he anticipated. And I mean, that's the promise of this team, man, is when those four all do their thing. They're a good-ass team, and they were a good-ass team in this game.
Yeah, that was really, really well played from everyone on that team, and it really showed. See if we can get stats here. Take a look at what we had.
No, we broke, boys. At least we are for me.
Oh, yeah, we got the classic, yep. Man, it's always like this after. Oh.
Well,
we'll look at the match history really fast.
That means that is that for now, then.
And on that note, stay tuned, everyone. We will catch you all in a little bit for Game 2, featuring Swift and me.
Yeah, we'll have stream swap coming up in a sec, so you know the drill. If you've been here before, if the stream goes down and it doesn't come back up immediately, just give that F5 button a smack. We will be live very shortly after we go offline.